Hi. Okay, let me try. Hey guys, my name is Daria. I'm business development lead for 0x. And basically today I want to chat about, of course, gasless transactions and generally the past, the future, and the present of swapping. I'm not a dev, like full disclosure, but I talk to devs who use API for swaps on everyday basis. And what's even more important, I am a swap user. The one that has been like really craving better UX experience for a long time. And that's basically the focus of my talk today. I know it's been a long day, so I want to start with sharing my personal kind of journey and perspective on swaps. Okay, here we go. Even though I'm not a crypto millionaire yet, but basically I had really big pain when my my wallet ran out of gas. For this, I would need to go to centralized exchange, get some ETH over there, and probably, most likely, my exchange account, or like I would need to get two-factor authorization, remember all the passwords, and somehow on this way, I would be like thinking, do I really want to do this trade this badly? Often I would stop. And that's why when our team started to work on gasless transactions, gasless in a way that like you don't need to hold a native token in the wallet, I was truly excited. Of course, there is account abstraction, which is like a buzzword right now. But for me, really, account abstraction is very early tech. Even though it promises huge potential, smart contract wallets are also quite early. The adoption is not completely there yet. And finally, it's smart contracts, which means they might be exploited. And also, it means like potential security risks. So like, account abstraction is definitely holds a lot of promise, but for me, I want to be cautious, take one step at a time, and basically this is like gasless transactions for me in general. Now, getting to more like serious business. First I want to talk about 0x a little bit more because not everybody knows the project. And then I will do a little bit of demo and we talk about use cases and gasless options to choose from because obviously we are not the only smart people in the room and not the only one who is building on this. And then a little bit about the future of this project. So about 0x. The team is quite old by crypto standards in terms of it's been around since 2017, and it's known for its contributions, for example, to NFT standard ERC 721, or like helping to establish like WES ERC 20 implementation. The team is well funded by funds such as the Coinbase Ventures, Greylock, Pantera, Jump, and many others. And the core product of the team is Swap API, which is trusted by many wallets and dApps to allow for swap infrastructure in the wallets, such as MetaMask, DeviceDX, Matcha, Zapper, Coinbase, Robinhood. Recently, we launched a product with them. The protocol and API has processed more than 100 billion of volume. We are on 8 chains right now, and 9 is coming with Base. And we have processed around 50 million trades right now. So about transaction relay demo. For me, transaction relay and any new product, it's like better to see it one time or better use it if just to listen about it. So I will play a little bit of a video. Hopefully it will launch, so you could see how it works. So basically here we have a simple wallet that had no Matic in there. Here you can see just one USDC, and we want to swap this USDC for one DAI. For this, we go to Gasless XYZ, which is like demo product of ours for transaction relay swaps. We connect this new wallet. Here you can see the whole process. Okay, we select the token, which is USDC. Okay, we see one, and we want to swap it for one DAI on Polygon. So yeah, then we confirm the price, permit like review, sign, and confirm the swap. Okay, and basically this is how the swap is done. It's taking a little bit of time to aggregate the liquidity and to submit the trade to Polygon. So let's give it a few seconds overall, and then we will see, okay, it's done, and we can see the transaction ID, the route itself, and like how it's done like overall. So, okay, let me move back to the presentation. The other way around. Okay, yeah. So that was the demo. Okay. Oh, okay. This is just going weird. Okay, so talking about use cases for this. Basically, I just shown you the most basic use case, which is like swapping in the wallet for gasless swaps, but I want this to be a little bit more interactive. I know we're all tired, but please try a little bit. So by the end of the talk, I would appreciate if you could come up with a few ideas, like creative ones, how to use transaction relay. If you can send it to my Telegram, after the talk, I will pick the best kind of solution, the most original one, and send you a piece of swag from like 0x swag shop. So here's my Telegram if anyone wants to like take advantage of it overall. I'll give it a minute. Here, we have much more swag than it's shown right now. So lots of nice jackets from Arc'teryx, in case someone interested. Kidding. Okay, so coming back to use cases. The most basic use case is, of course, to set up new account in the DEP, or like wallet. So how it normally works in DeFi. Basically, if you want first you deposit token A to the account, then you deposit ETH, then you pay approval for token A with ETH, and then finally you trade token A for token B. With transaction relay, which is also gasless swaps, you just deposit token A into the account and you trade token A for token B. Very simple. Second use case, also very straightforward. For example, trading a new token. Say end user wants to trade token B, but he doesn't have ETH to pay for approvals. So end user deposits ETH into the account, they pays for approval for token B with ETH, and finally trade token B for token A. Again, with transaction relay, you just trade token B for token A overall. Now, this is our basic use cases. If you can come up with more creative, like please share with me, like happy to send you a piece of swag. There are many more, I'm not covering here all. Now about competition. Basically, this is a little bit outdated as of now, but the key advantages of transaction relay is that we have like gasless approvals and wider token selection versus others. Here you don't see 1-inch fusion. This is a little bit for a reason. Basically, if we compare 0x transaction relay versus 1-inch fusion, I would say there are two differences, key differences here. The first one, pricing-wise, we should be a bit better, but, because the design of the system is positioned in a way that all our market makers and IMMs compete for the best quote, while for 1-inch fusion, the ones who staked more tokens, they have like first look, first 5 resolvers overall. So pricing-wise, we should be a little bit better here. And second part, in terms of timing, basically is the timing of transaction relay is as fast as like regular swap. When with 1-inch fusion, it's kind of different modes. It can be from 1 minute to like several minutes. Okay, so if we summarize the benefits in terms of UX, so we have like both gasless swaps and gasless approvals here. You don't need to have native token for this. Then transaction relay manages like transaction submission. Basically, you can either sponsor gas for the user or 0x will recoup gas from the user on chain. And finally, you don't need to switch network, which is also kind of painful with transaction relay in the wallet. How it works? This is very high level. The APIs consist of 4 endpoints, and basically the key stuff, key components are meta transactions, YIP 712, and gasless approvals. Very high level. And what are the limitations? Because, of course, not any product is ideal, and we are working to improve it every day. Basically, gasless approvals work only on tokens that support permit. Currently, it's around 100 or a little bit more, both on ETH and Polygon, where the transaction relay operates. Second part, you can't sell native tokens for gaslessly. So basically, you can't sell ETH for USDC, but you can sell USDC for ETH gaslessly. And price-wise, if we compare 0x API's regular swap versus transaction relay, if we are talking about most popular tokens, then the price is on par. For more exotic pairs, it could be slightly worse due to gas efficiencies in general. So what's next for us? First of all, we are going to full-scale launch of transaction relay in Q2. Earlier and different versions of this product has been used by Matcha, Robinhood, and Gasless XYZ. Second part, we have more chains coming, obviously. And the third part is we are working on getting more tokens covered by gasless approvals. To summarize it all, you don't need to wait for account abstraction adoption to swap gaslessly and to provide better user experience for your users. And if you want to have early access to transaction relay, here's QR code for the form. Feel free to reach out, happy to chat with you overall. Basically, I will stop here for a second, and basically on this slide. And now let me see if we get any swag. Okay, interesting one. Purchase lottery ticket with DC and no gas. I didn't see that one yet coming. We'll see what are others. Okay. Swapping a base asset to a wrapped government asset of the same base. That could be an interesting one. Okay, and then we have, I guess we have bridging as well. Yeah, we have bridging. Okay, yeah, in bridging it's really big pain points for gasless. Okay, so we're getting a little bit more gasless use case. Okay, engineer gets a salary in USDC to a new ETH address from his employer, but wishes to off-ramp using SEX without buying ETH and sending it to fulfill transactions. With gasless, this can be done in one go, send to SEX and off-ramp at one. Interesting. So basically, salary payouts. Cool. Okay, out of all of these, I think so far I like bridging the most because it's a big pain point. But thank you for all the submissions in general. That all are very interested use cases. And right now I will wrap up, and if any questions, feel free to ask them. Yeah, sure.
So how are you getting the tokens to support ERC 26?
Okay. Full disclosure, not engineer, but we can exchange context. I will ask our engineers and I will get back to you. But I know they're working on it. I've been chatting with them, so yes. Happy to take it offline and get you proper answer here. Yeah. Yeah, we kind of looking into it. NFT swaps is actually one potential use case as well. Because with wrapped ETH, you wouldn't it's a big pain also. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think we're covered here. Okay. Thank you so much.